Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to my channel and let's get in today's video. Now, the video I'm about to share with you will get you questioning your behavior or reaction when dealing with the R2 cyst. In this video, a brother shares how he would react if a white person called him the N-word. Now, according to him, he said he would do nothing and couldn't react because of the reasons he shares with us in this video. This is really an interesting topic and would advise that you watch this video to the end. Let's have a look at his video.
What you gonna do if a white person called you the N-word?
Nothing. What do you want from me? Somebody asked me this stupid ass shit the other day, and when my answer was nothing, all of a sudden I got a bitch looking at me like,
You ain't got no self-respect for what?
yes, bitch, that I got self-respect. That's exactly why I'm not crashing. You mean to tell me a person with self-respect is going to crash the f out to prove that they have self-respect because somebody else didn't respect them? I thought you had self-respect. I don't give a f how anybody else live their life. You, the race, whatever. So why the fuck is that a problem the way I'm living? Because in my fucking experience, if I respect myself, why do I have to do any action to prove who I'm proving it to? Who I'm proving it to? Me? Because I thought I already knew I respected myself. So why do I have to prove it to myself? That sounds fucking stupid. Why am I proving it to you? That's even stupider. And why am I proving it to the racist? That's just fucking dead ass. Like, bro, y'all can live y'all life crashing if that's what you want to do. People walk up to you being nasty and you go from happy to fuck like that. But I refuse. How I live, treat people, think, speak, and all that shit ain't gonna be determined by what another fucker do, say, feel, or think about me. I'm respectful, loving, and kind by default. Nothing is going to take that away. So what that means is people are gonna get love, kindness, and respect from me by default. Not because they earned it or they deserve it or I want to give it to them, but because this is how the I choose to be as I move through my life. And at the bare minimum, you damn oogly boogly, if me not allowing and the world around me to act for the way I'm feeling on the inside at any given moment is a problem, then quite frankly, with all due disrespect, I feel like y'all is a bitch. Then I feel like all the motherfuckers that happen in life for them to be allowed to be happy got 20 then. So if I'm a sellout, then y'all just a bunch of crazy who think that they not crazy because the majority of people around you just as you is.
After watching this video, according to him, he believes doing nothing or not doing anything to a R2 cyst when provoked is self-respect. Well, to him, he does not feel the need to prove that he has self-respect because somebody did not respect him in the first place. Now, what is your take on this? Do you believe in this as well or not? Anyway, let's take a look at what people think about this, what this brother is saying in these number of stitches. And when I get back, the discussion begins. So see you right after this video clips.
Nothing.
Now, I like Rod. He's a good dude. His content is absolutely hilarious. And what he's saying is he has enough self-respect where he's not going to give back to somebody calling him racist slurs. But that's Rod, you feel me? That is one dude. I'm speaking to my fellow white dudes on this. Don't take that advice for everybody. I don't have one dog in this race. That word will offend every black person you come across. But if you're walking around looking like me, old Peter Peckerwood right here, you have no reason to say that damn word. The amount of white folks that still get mad that they can't say that word just because black people say it is beyond me. And they'll go and say things like, well, we invented it. Yes, we invented that word to demean people, to make a certain race of people feel way less than us. So we don't have to call them human beings just like we are. So why the hell even get mad that you can't say it? That shit shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. There's not a special circumstance, there's not a special day, there's not a I was born in the hood and I'm as ghetto as anybody, so that gives me the pass to walk around and say that word without the fear of getting your ass beat into oblivion. You may walk up to somebody like Rod and call them that word and they tell you to go eat a dick and move on about their life. Then you might walk up to somebody who's not Rod and they're not going to play with you. And they're going to break you down like a double-barrel shotgun, son. I know people in the north take offense to it as well, but the boys down here in the south especially take offense to it. And if you sound like me and you call somebody that word, buddy, you better off just go ahead and calling them a little bitch and getting ready to fight, because you fixing to get stomped out. Leave that word back with our dumbass ancestors who made it and leave it buried. Dead and gone away. Have a good day.
Yeah, that comment section is very, very weird. It's disturbing, and I'm not understanding why so many people that are not black are coming in there praising him and saying how wonderful he is because he said that he wouldn't do anything if you came up to him and called him the N-word. Let's put this into perspective. I just want you to understand how weird that is for non-black people to go in there and do that. Let's say a disabled person said if somebody who wasn't disabled called them an ableist term, they wouldn't do anything. Would you, as a person who wasn't disabled, go into their comment section and praise them and tell them how wonderful they are because they said that they wouldn't do anything if you, a person who is not disabled, said something ableist to them? Why would you be happy and want to follow them now? Yeah. Y'all are always telling on yourselves. It's not okay. It's disturbing. And the fact that you don't understand how disturbing that is, a lot of y'all think you are anti-racist, and you are not. You are not.
It's the fact that people don't really see his point. Honestly, that's just the ignorance from the picture that society tries to paint towards black people. It comes to a Caucasian male or female calling them the N-word that we automatically have to teach them a lesson. No, that's not the lesson we need to be teaching. The collective, we have to move smarter than that. Body has to be the bigger person when it comes to that particular situation. I see it. Hell, I got you out your body. I got you out of character. Technically, I won, but in reality, it's not about who wins or who loses. It's about physical and mental maturity from an era where actions spoke louder than words. An era where you didn't get canceled for everything that you say. You could call me any name in the book. I don't care. Here, chucker this, African booty scratcher that. I don't care. Anything. I'm glad you know so many fucking words. For you to think I'm finna flash out on you and just prove your point, essentially. No reverse, bitch. It's not gonna work like that. Regardless if the word ends in ER or GA. Regardless of what tone it's in. I don't care. I'm gonna look at you sideways at first. At the end of the day, I really don't care. Yeah, have a good day.
White people, you are being set up by this man. Because I don't care how many black people that you personally know that are comfortable with you using the N-word around them. I don't care how many articles, polls, people like Candace Owens are telling you that most black people don't care if you use the N-word around them and it's just white liberals who get offended. They are all absolutely 100% setting you up because I promise you, that word is going to slip out at the right time. There will be no magic powerful enough. If I could give you a genie that could grant you 3 monster wishes, it couldn't even begin to fix the irreversible damage that you just brought upon yourself. When I tell you that word flips a switch and summons the powers and rage of all the Avengers and Thanos combined, like even for the people like me who can't fight, being called that word makes us want to drop everything that we're doing and go to the ends of the earth to make sure that you never get a job again and everybody that knows you knows what you just did. And look, you can call me a snowflake, you can call me sensitive, but I know what you won't call me to my face. Because let me get that on video.
What do you want?
Go to the comment section of that video. Almost every single person agreeing with him is white. I actually used to follow this guy too, and I saw this video and immediately I unfollowed him. Because how are you going to make a video saying that you're okay with white people calling you a racial slur? What are you getting out of doing that besides being a sellout? Like, seriously, like I get it. If you don't want to, punch someone for saying that, I get it because you could, get in trouble for hitting someone. But to basically say like, oh, if you're white and you can be the N-word, I don't mind. It's cool. That's so disgusting. And this guy doesn't feel bad about making this video. Like, he feels no remorse for saying this. Like, he said this loud and proud.
You won't.
This is something that I have been saying for a while, especially being in a non-black area where someone says the N-word or something racist. And sometimes I'm not even part of the conversation, but it's near me. And all of a sudden, everyone goes silent. And they're all kind of looking at me, or like waiting for me to say something. And I'm like, you heard it, I heard it. If you felt as if something needed to be said, then you say something. Why am I the spokesperson? And the thing is that, they want a reaction. They don't actually care that racist shit was said. They want to see the black girl or the black guy get angry because they have that subconscious bias that, oh, black girls are aggressive. So this is why, if I see people doing that, I already know the type of person that they are. Because you knew that was wrong and you decided to be a bystander and you were waiting for me to blow up. You didn't care that what they said was wrong. You want a reaction. You want some entertainment from the black people. And yeah, I find that almost as, if not as disgusting as the person who just said whatever they said. And the thing with this is that even if you react and you're alright, those people, since they have those biases, they're going to turn around and start saying, oh, you were overreacting, or you need to stop being so sensitive, you need to stop being so easily offended. And sometimes they still put those labels on you even if you don't say anything. First-hand experience, like, oh wow, she's so mad right now, even if you don't even say anything. And that's what frustrates me as well. And even if you don't have that subconscious bias and you're still quiet, I still don't like bystanders. You saw something happen and you didn't say it, and you were waiting for me to say something. What does that say about you? And this is why, as a black person, I feel like if you're in such a situation, your best course of action is to ignore. Because trust me, these people, they're still gonna read into like whatever you do, but at least you give them less to go off of.
Now, him receiving so much backlash from people is obvious. I mean, we all handle things differently. The way he's talking about handling the R to the cis scenario is different from how another brother or sister would do it. Now, him seeing a good number of white people being the only ones agreeing to what he is saying speaks volume. Like, that should tell him something. A lot of my fellow black brothers and sisters are disagreeing with him. Honestly, I feel the way we react or how we respond to certain treatments and actions is what makes people think it is comfortable to do whatever to us. Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is that I'm not saying he should fight the palm color person for calling him that or using a slur comment on him. What I'm trying to say is that there is no harm in telling off someone about something you feel you're not comfortable with. You tell me, like, where is the harm in telling someone, excuse me, I'm not comfortable with you calling me that. I would really appreciate it if you never repeat it or call me that again. Have I overreacted? No, I don't think so. I have just expressed myself and how I feel about something. Does this mean I don't have self-respect? Of course not. Now, this is what happens when you don't like tell off someone. If you're not comfortable with something, like you're not reacting or saying something will give them an assumption that actually you're very much comfortable with it. So what happens next time? They will do it again and they will expect you to act the same. I don't know if it's just me, but this is what I think. I don't know about you guys. So now let's take a look at what others had to say in the comment section. The first comment reads, and your whole audience is white. Laugh out loud. It's giving Uncle Tom. The second comment is a warning and reads, warning, results may vary. You know you're wrong when you got a majority of YP saying yeah. Us calling you that is just fine. Just respect yourselves. All you YT people in his comments, he said he won't. Make sure you pick the right person. No one say you gotta fight, but blindness to the issue makes you a part of the problem, sorry. After you let them, they are going to move on to another black person. This actually isn't the take you think it is, because if you allow them to say things like that to you, they will continue to say that to others. Self-respect doesn't just come from yourself, but where you came from. So letting someone belittle you with a word meant to, that's not self-respect. This one says, I understand your point, but why are you so angry and defensive? Because you were asked a question. Are you mad at the question or the YP? A person with self-respect also stands up for themselves, though. Yeah, true. He basically just put himself up for auction and they're bidding on him in the comments. Now, doesn't matter who agrees with you. Our community, all our community cares is about this topic. The focus should be on building community. Now, let's look at some of the comments from people who agree with him. This one says, pretty sure he meant he wouldn't do violence on them, but it doesn't mean he condones the behavior. You are painting him out to be an Uncle Tom for no reason. This one says, the word clearly doesn't have any power over him like it does over you. Honestly, you are the one stuck in the past. What this person is trying to say is that he won't gonna let a R to the cis person send him to jail, though. Facts, words are just words. Life is too short to worry about what people think about you. Okay, now these are just some of the comments from people who agree with him, and I thought sharing comments from both sides would just, give us a better understanding of this whole issue and why people are saying what they are saying. This is all I had for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to share your comments, because I would like to hear your take on this. Bye bye and peace.